When I was like 8, I had a huge crush on Abraham Lincoln, and I used to stare at pictures of him in those big Civil War coffee table books. Yeah, Abraham Lincoln. Let's talk about some of my favorite historical fiction books. Beka Lamb by Z. Edgell. This book is a record in a few lives. Whoa. This book is a record in... Oh. This book is about Beka Lamb. She is about 14 or 15, and she lives in Belize. And it's just sort of a chronicle of a few months in her life and in her family's life. And there's some like major events that take place through here, like a big drama tragedy with her best friend. And then I believe there's also a hurricane. Yes, there's a big hurricane that happens too. I originally read this because a few years ago I did like a challenge for myself where I picked like a random country and then I had to read 5 fiction books and 5 nonfiction books about that country. And I used a random number generator because I love randomness. I'm so quirky. And I picked Belize, which was really interesting. I didn't know a lot about Belize. Now I know more than I did before. But this was one of the fiction books I found. So I went with 2 ZHL books. This one and then In Times Like These, which is also very good. This was very, very good. 5-star read for me. I think you should definitely go read it. It's very interesting. You learn a lot about Belize, like Belizean politics, their culture. It used to be a British colony, so there's that. Yeah, I cannot express to you how much I like this book and think that you should read it. Genuinely, I've only read 2 books from ZHL, but I think you should read anything she writes. It's very good, very in-depth. There is some like Belizean dialect in the dialogue that takes like a minute to pick up on, but it's not hard. You can do it. I believe in you. Good. Is that good?
I can barely read English.
You said it. Also today, you might not care about this at all, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I'm drinking a Monster Zero Sugar Ultra Vice Guava. I've never had Monster in my entire life because I have a negative association with it in my brain. It's fine. I like Red Bull. Oh, hi Bug. Would you like some Monster? Anyway, it's fine. I like Red Bull. Zero sugar-free Red Bull? It's the way to go. Bog knows. He loves Red Bull. Oh, thanks. Bog loves to read too. He thinks he can read, though. He can't actually read. He just likes to look at the words. My Dear Hamilton, Stephanie Dray, and Laura Kimoie. This is essentially about Eliza Hamilton, who was married to Alexander Hamilton. Big Revolutionary War guy. This really surprised me by how good and in-depth it was. It goes through essentially Eliza Hamilton's entire life. It goes all the way up until she's like an old woman. Really well written, really engaging, very interesting, fair to both sides. I think this was really, really good. If you like the Revolutionary era, if you're a Hamilton fan, you, I think, would really like this. I read this after I read, is it Ron Chernow? Who is that giant Alexander Hamilton? Yes, right after I read the giant Ron Chernow Hamilton biography, and I also thought it was really factual too. It is kind of a junker. It's like 600 pages, so I don't know. You got time? You want to read some historical fiction that's good and engaging? Read it. Damnation Spring by Ash Davidson. This is one of my top 5 books of all time, I think. Maybe it's top 10. I don't know. It's very good. This is about Rich Gunderson. He is a logger. Grew up in a big logging family in the redwood forest along California's rugged coast. And it's about him and his family, his wife, Colleen, and their son in 1977. The aesthetic? Impeccable. California, giant redwood trees, foresty, cold, foggy. Impeccable vibes. The story's great. I would say this isn't exactly plot driven, so if you're a person who likes like a solid, fast moving plot, maybe this isn't exactly for you. I would say this is more of like a character driven, character development driven. And if that's your thing, like it's my thing, I think you would like this. So Rich has been a logger his entire life, but he doesn't want his son to grow up and be a logger. So he sees this opportunity to use basically all of his savings and buy this plot of land that looks like it'll provide for their family in the long run. He goes for it. And then there's a whole lot of drama surrounding that and the environmental consequences of logging, what it does to people when they use the pesticides to cut down all the weeds in the logging terrain. There's a lot happening. There's a lot of threads happening here. Yeah, I really, really enjoy this. It's really nice. There's a lot of plot stuff happening, so I don't know. I can see how someone would read this and be less than satisfied with how the plot goes and the pacing. So beware of that, but pick it up if you like vibes and you like redwood trees. Okay, last up, A Gentleman in Moscow, Amor, Towles. This is also one of my top 10 books, I think. This might even be closer to top 5. When, in 1922, the 30-year-old count is deemed an unrepentant aristocrat by a Bolshevik tribunal, he is sentenced to house arrest in the Metropole, a grand hotel across the street from the Kremlin. And it is indefinite house arrest, essentially. Essentially, if he leaves this hotel, they will arrest him and kill him. So he has to live in this hotel in 1922 Moscow. And it kind of goes through his life in this hotel, the story he meets a wide cast of characters. It's very atmospheric. The writing is really nice. It's flowy. It's descriptive. And even though this one is also pretty long, it's like 460-ish pages, I think you get through it really fast. It's pretty fast-paced. I was expecting this to be more like the last one, where it's like super character-driven, maybe the plot's a little slower. I think I was pleasantly surprised by how quick and fast-paced this was, while also giving you like a really good in-depth view of the characters. I don't know, I really, really enjoyed this one. You probably know about it. It's one of the more like popular recent historical fictions, but if you haven't picked this one up, I think you should. Okay, those were 5 of my, I wouldn't say like my all-time favorite historical fiction, but definitely 5. Whoa, that was 4. I can't count. Those were 4, some of my favorite historical fiction books. Let me know if you read these books. Have you read anything like these books that you think I should read or would like? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Please, if you feel it in your heart, like and subscribe, maybe. I will see you next time. Bye. Like and subscribe.